MP, what's up?
Chilling, man, chilling. Yo, you want to do a jersey swap after the game?
I don't know, man. I don't know about too much.
Man, it'll be fun. You want to hang my jersey up in your trophy room?
You know what? If you win, I think about it.
Currency for the world, right? That's
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure. You ready?
If you say so. Good luck, bro.
Now, many have argued and said, why wouldn't the Fed,
Greetings,
instead of having a
everyone. Welcome to
buyback
2K Sports and another exciting edition of
why wouldn't
NBA
the Fed just
ball.
leave?
In this
Well,
game, we'll
it's
see
all
the
based
San
on-
Antonio
talk about
Spurs
cryptocurrency and digital
against
currency.
the Los
The
Angeles
center that is
Lakers.
all based
I'm Brian
on,
Anderson, here with Grant Hill and
weapons
Stan Van Gundy.
that's very
And with us on the
popular that's out there
sidelines,
right
we've got
now.
Ali LaForce. So let's take a look at the Los
If they
Angeles
wanted to
Lakers
provide
starting
this
lineup. Reeves at the 2,
digital asset,
LeBron at the
they
3.
also have to
Butler
ask
out there
for
with
it.
Rui Hachimura. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. And for the Spurs, Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox, and it's Vassell in at the small forward position. Serving up some holiday basketball for you fans out there. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everyone.
Yeah,
So,
happy Thanksgiving
again,
Eve to
break
you
it
as well,
down,
my partner. I mean, there's
cross-border
just something
payments,
special about watching basketball during the holiday season. Hey, and we're in for a treat.
Now here's Hachimura, and it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Well, he can play the floor because he gets off the ground so well.
Sohan outside.
Seeing that XRP is the main character.
Back
But
to
then
Fox.
also dive into what's being fought. And XRP has been fought against for 4 years.
Just 5 to shoot.
And now
He
it's
takes it
finally
in.
heating
And
up,
Butler with
where
the block.
this utility in it, they see
Doncic
the
passes
ability
to Butler.
access the speed or harness the speed. Harness the
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That expensive.
It's going to go on
Security
Jeremy
as
Sohan.
well.
Yeah,
And,
you guys can
also
be
see
so
reliability.
fearless.
You see what he got?
In numbers and the amount of people that want to
Look at
own it,
this.
that do own it, and that see the future potential within it. So that alone should show you that this is kind of where this is going. Now, when it comes to a Fed buyback itself, that's where it ends up getting a little bit tricky, right? Currently, if you go back here and look at where XRP supply is, you have 58%, 59, let's round up to 60%, and say that 40% of the supply is still out there. If there were, options to gather as much XRP for reserve, because remember, it's a world currency, not just a U.S. currency. It is U.S. based, but it's not a U.S.
Battling
currency.
there
So,
inside.
And we're
Damn
joined
it.
now by Shams
How much
Charania. He's calling in
US
with a story.
in
Good
XRP,
to have
how
you,
much-
Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. Their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Here's Castle, an important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman. You love the frame and the length Castle brings to the guard position.
All right, Stan, what's your take on this very youthful San Antonio Spurs roster?
Well, Brian, they've got the guy to build around. They're very exciting to watch. They've been gaining momentum. They're coming together as a unit, as a roster. And look, this team's got a chance to be very good together.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Moments ago, Greg Popovich and I were able to chat. I asked him if he thinks anyone has a better feel for the game than Luka Doncic, and he told me, I don't want to get into a comparison, but what I can say is that he controls the pace like no one else. You can't speed him up, you can't slow him down. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. To the left side wing, to the inside, and the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Here's MP. And it's Butler with the jam.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
San Antonio with the ball. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. Spins. Converts after the nice spin.
You know, it's hard to believe a guy over 7 feet is capable of moves like that. I mean, my goodness.
Butler. Good D by Wembanyama.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Knocks it down from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Doncic passes to Hachimura. Now James. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
And the basket by Castle.
Comfortable with the ball in his hands, the rookie Castle just goes to work on them with the dribble move.
Outside Butler. Can they get it? And again, the Lakers, no good.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Sohan, pass to Vassell. Inside, here's Wembanyama. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
I like where he took that shot. The D was just too strong. Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
From 13, Castle misses. Lakers trail by 3. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Down low. Here's James. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes.
And that's where LeBron loves to operate. Close to the bucket, in the high percentage area.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for Hachimura. Connect comes in for LeBron. Goodwin's checked in for Reeves. And Vincent is subbed in for Doncic. Here's Mamukelashvili. 9 points for him in his last game. Here's Branham. No good with the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. To the paint. Here's Butler. And MP throws it down.
And MP is young enough. You know he's always going to finish that play off with a dunk.
There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. And he lobs it up top. Here's Mamukelashvili. He's defended by Hayes. And a missed layup. To the middle. And it's Butler with the jam.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Over to the wing. Right side, Wembanyama. Rebounded by the Lakers. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Well, I think they found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Lakers. Dominating on the glass. What a quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from the Lakers, what's your take so far?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
They've got De'Aaron Fox. He's out there with Chris Paul. And it's Bassey in at the 5 down low. That's who's in the game for the Spurs.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Last outing. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Wembanyama's checked in for Bassey. Sohan comes in for Mamukelashvili. Vassell, he's checked in for Champagny. And Castle subbed in for Paul. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. To the paint to stop the run. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Los Angeles leading by 19. Here's Butler. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Butler's got 10. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break. And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Hachimura up top. James with the ball. Now guarded by Sohan. Fox outside. Inside. Here's Wembanyama. MP with the block.
Wow. MP was ready for the shot and timed the block to perfection.
And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Paul, he's checked in for Fox.
Number 3, Chris Paul.
Minute 32 left in the second period. Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, and Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter out here, too.
Good-looking guy.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Devin Vassell's progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks.
Well, this is Vassell's game. He can do that all day.
Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 20-7 run. Doncic finds Butler. Launches a 3. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. MP's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Doncic against Paul. Pass to Sohan. Now Wembanyama. Clock at 6. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Wembanyama's got 10.
And when you're trailing in a game, it can be tempting to try to go for the big play.
Butler played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Lakers lead by 20. 20 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Castle. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Wembanyama, screen on Milton. Castle for 3. That one is off. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Lakers ahead, running away with this one. And we'll return shortly.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Whoa, I love seeing a team spread the ball around like this. The difference in assists is the difference in this game right now, Ernie.
This is one of those just keep doing what you're doing. If they can, I expect this lead to grow. And now let's take a moment to see how the West stacks up here in this early part of the season.
Check it out, Los Angeles. This team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things, and I gotta say they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I gotta say they are making it look easy here in this early part of the season, at least. Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
And so in the game for the Lakers, at the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Butler in at the center position. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
One shot.
Here's Fox. Vassell outside. Back to Fox. And he drops it in from the low post. Fox has got his second basket on the night.
Can't lose sight of Fox or allow him to feel comfortable looking to score this close.
Hachimura outside. Pass to James. Drops in the 3. James has got 13.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Doncic passes to Butler. Hachimura outside. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Butler. And there's James from the arc. Rebounded by Castle. The Spurs have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. MP with the block. And that'll be San Antonio's ball as it goes out of bounds. Spurs able to keep the possession. Some changes for Los Angeles. Hayes is checked in for Hachimura. Connect comes in for LeBron. And Vincent is subbed in for Luka Doncic. Here's Castle. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And that's the kind of pressure Castle can put on a defense.
He's made 3 or 4 free throw attempts in this game.
I'm trying to play with Bronny James, man. Where Bronny James at?
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
And the basket by MP.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Fires for 3. He drops it from range. Castle's got 4 points this quarter.
And as we see more of Castle, expect that J to get better.
Butler against Wembanyama. A nice shot by MP.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Oh, got a piece of it. Wembanyama, he nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Here's MP. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
Here's Wembanyama. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 4 rebounds now.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. He's taking what he can get here, has a 3 in each half.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
San Antonio making a change here. Hall's checked in. Finney-Smith's checked in for Los Angeles. Goodwin comes in for Reeves. .141 left in the third. Here's Castle. And he banks in the layup. Castle's got 11 points.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
Here's Goodwin. Pass to Vincent. And Chris Paul clears it away. The Spurs have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Here's Castle. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Will go for a different look here. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Allie, thank you. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Chris Paul. And it's Champagnie at the 3, small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Shot clock at 6. Here's Paul. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Spurs trail by 14. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Offline with a 3.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Down low. Here's MP. Count it. Butler's got 11 points here in the second half.
Strong work down low from MP. He doesn't let aggressive defense throw him off his game.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Paul shot is off. The Lakers lead by 16. To the inside. And MP with a basket on the assist by Reeves. MP's got 28 points for the game. To the middle. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Fox, the pass to Champagny. Here's Bassi. Left side Paul. And the layup falls.
He doesn't back down from anybody. Paul has to be one of the most tenacious competitors in the league.
And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. It's a 14-point game. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
The Spurs have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Fox against Doncic. Left side, Wembanyama from the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Doncic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to MP. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Wembanyama. To the paint. Out to Fox. Launches it. The shot by Sohan, no good. The Lakers lead by 17. And here's Doncic. Outside Butler. Over Wembanyama. MP, that one's good. MP's got 18 points now here in the second half.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Lakers.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number one was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm, and they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game, and so often, that's the difference.
Man, good whistle there.
At the line for the Lakers, MP.
That one's off.
Well, what I love about MP is he's always working on his game, every day, year-round.
So San Antonio ends up going with a new group, and Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Finney-Smith checked in for Hayes. Goodwin comes in for LeBron. Milton's checked in for Reeves. And Vincent is subbed in for Luka Doncic. Here's Bassi. Pass to Champagny. Here's Bassi. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
That free throw misses. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill,
Yeah, big man, man. He's big man.
This is Brian
Give me the motherfucking jersey, man.
The NBA.
Hold on. Oh, hell no. This nigga trying to get away with my
We'll see
jersey.
you later.
Good game, MP. Still want that jersey?
Yeah, man, for sure. You saw how hard I was working out there.
Then let's do it.
Oh, man, I appreciate it.
Hey, you earned it, bro.
You did your thing, bro. Good luck the rest of the season.
You too, man. Stay healthy.
You too, man.
Way to bring the effort to